Hey guys, welcome back for another Cricut Christmas craft. Today I'm going to be showing you how to apply heat transfer vinyl on wood. If you have been following me, you know that I was going to go live every day in December. I woke up Monday with a pinched nerve in my neck and I wasn't able to work for a week. So I'm sorry that I missed you, but I'm so happy to be back. Everything is back to normal. I'm really excited to show you this project today because there are some tips and tricks that I have that if you've had trouble in the past applying the heat transfer to wood or applying anything to wood, I want to help you get through that today. So let me bring everything up here. I want to see your comments and see everybody that is here. Hey Renee.
Hey Renee.
Matt says, hey Renee. And then I'm going to, let's see. I am going to be working with some of the cutest heat transfer today. And so I want to go ahead and link that for you guys. Thanks, Mom. I'm feeling a lot better. Link that for you guys so that you can have that if you want to go shopping and buy a little something for yourself. Hey everybody, I'm so glad to see you guys. So I have this wooden frame that is from notjustframes.com. It is made by Miss Mary Carlson. These are the best frames. They are good and sturdy. They've got a nice backing. You can do anything with these, any kind of project that you want. You can apply just regular adhesive vinyl if you would like, but the benefit of putting heat transfer vinyl on here is it's easier to work with, it's adjustable, so once I have it laid on there, I'm able to move it around and manipulate it and have it exactly like I want it. And today I'm going to walk you through each step. So if you are a newbie, I'm going to show you how to cut your design all the way to applying it. And Matt, if you knock that camera one more time, you're making it shake. You're going to make everybody drunk. Just kidding, you're doing great. Okay, let's go ahead and get started, you guys. I'm getting the look. So, do you have to prep the wood? Abby, that's a great question. So, you don't have to prep if you are using heat transfer vinyl. Sometimes if you are using adhesive vinyl, the sticky vinyl, you may have to lay a layer of Mod Podge and let it dry to give it something to grip to. But if you're using the heat transfer vinyl, you don't have to prep anything because the sticky glue on the back is going to be heat activated, and that's what's going to make it permanent on your wood. So I do prefer using iron-on with these wood frames if I can. I've had, over time, even permanent vinyl can peel or crack when I've used some, and I've never had it with Cricut, but just with some cheap vinyl that I've tried in the past. This was years ago. If I'm doing Christmas signs and stuff like that, it just doesn't last year to year, but the iron-on does. So that's why I prefer that. So let me go ahead. Mom said, Matt, you're in trouble. He's just shrugged like I'm always in trouble. Okay, so today I'm using the most adorable iron-on I have ever seen. This is my absolute favorite for the year. It's Cricut and it's Hostess with the Mostess. You get 3 sheets of 12 by 17. So let me go ahead. I always use a seam ripper to get the tape off of here. If you've ever watched any of my mystery box unboxings, you know that. Debbie says, poor Matt, hang in there. I didn't notice the camera shake.
It's got image stabilization. So.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, then you're not in trouble. You're off the hook. So I picked this because it has the most adorable holiday print. So like I said, you get 3 sheets of 12 by 17. So they are longer sheets than 12 by 12. And just look at this first one. I'm not using this one today, but I still want to show you this print with these reindeer. These are so cute. Reindeer and bears and moose. Thank you, Sarah. I am feeling much better. And little stars, and they're so cute. The design that I'm going to be using today is a Patreon file. You can get all 600 of my hand-lettered files if you log on to patreon.com/hollymostella. This is one of the hand letters that I'm using today. I'm going to bring it up in just a bit. It says fa la 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 la. Maybe not that many laws, I'm not sure. And it has a tree silhouette coming off. So here's what we're going to cut the words with. I love this pattern. And then here's what we're going to cut the tree with. Look at that green watercolor, how beautiful that is. Isn't that pretty? So you get all 3 sheets in this pack that I have linked for you. And if you go to look, it is the flannel and frost sampler. And what I really like is that they also have cardstock that matches it. And you get 12 sheets of 12 by 12, and it has all the patterns and more. They're all double-sided that come with the same exact patterns and, like I said, and more. Today I'm going to be using my Easy Press Mini. It is the perfect project iron for these signs. It is absolutely perfect. And so I'm also going to show you how I know how hot to get it, because they don't come with a temperature gauge. So you have levels 1, 2, and 3. And so I'm going to show you how I know which level to use and how long to press, and give you all of those tips. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and jump in. Matt, will you bring me that blue mat? I meant to grab that. Matt, will you bring me the mat? So I am going to show you guys. Let's go ahead and I'm going to bring up Cricut Design Space here and show you. This is the image that we're going to be cutting.
Where do you get the blank frame?
It's notjustframes.com. And all the links, all of the info is going to be in the description box for you guys after this video has uploaded. I'll have all the information that you need if you happen to miss it. But Matt is manning the comments. So if you have any questions and I happen to miss it, Matt is helping me along the way. So this fa la 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 la. I printed that mini. So I am going to, let's see. I have already welded that, so what I'm going to do is bring up my images and bring it in again, because once you guys know that once you weld something, well, I guess I could undo it. Let me do that. Duh. So I'm going to, this software that I have so many windows open, I'm fighting against them. Let's just delete this one. Okay, I'm going to resize this to 8.5, and I know that because I took a measuring tape before we got started and measured out the design in the frame to see exactly where I wanted it to look, how I wanted it to look. So I'm going to keep the tree separate. We're going to print that in that really pretty green watercolor, and then the fa la 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 la, let me get all of it, we're going to do in the plaid. Mom says, love you, Matt.
Love you, Baba.
And let's get these other guys over here. Move out of here, tree.
Do you use HTV for canvas or just wood?
Oh, yeah, I absolutely use it for canvas, too. Now I'm going to weld it. Okay, so I'm going to cut these into 2 layers. And so you can see, so one layer I'm going to change. Let's change the tree to a green. And now it knows to cut it into separate layers. So up here in the top right, I'm going to go to make it. And because we are using heat transfer vinyl, we want to make sure that we mirror both images. All right, Matt, will you bring this camera in? And I'm going to get you guys up close and personal, down with the hands, to show you exactly what I'm doing. Okay, With heat transfer vinyl, you're going to have a shiny side, and that's called your carrier sheet. And I'm going to place it shiny side down and place it onto the mat. Then I am going to load it into my Cricut. Thank you. Well, just get it on the Cricut. And I'm going to change my setting to iron-on because I'm using the Explore Air 2.
Whoa.
Technical difficulties. And then, you don't have to whisper. And then I'm going to load the mat. Just hang tight, guys. And I'm going to press go. And so this is going to cut my fa la la. Just ignore the camera movement for now. Okay. So while this is cutting, I need to know what setting to press with. So I'm going to go to Cricut.com/heat guide. Yeah, Kendra, I'm going to get it on my hands in just a bit. And then I'm going to select the Easy Press Mini. I'm using Everyday Iron-On. And then for the base material, believe it or not, if you just scroll down, you can select wood. And then it tells me exactly how to press it. It tells me to preheat the wood for 5 seconds. We want it on that low first setting for 25 seconds. And then if you'll notice, it has extra instructions down here. Constant movement, firm pressure, and a warm peel. So I'm going to, now we can have it on the center. Peel this away from the mat. And I'm going to load my green. Alright, now this is loaded shiny side down, and the image is mirrored, but I never trust it. I have trust issues. So I'm going to go back to Cricut, and it is mirrored. Yep, load the mat. It's on iron-on. Always check your settings. And then we're going to continue with the cut. So now that is ready to cut. So Cricut.com/heat guide, that is your reference, everything that you need. So it tells you need the mat, the mini, your iron-on design, clean wood, and heat-resistant tape. And I'll show you exactly what that looks like. So back to Cricut Design Space. That one is finished. All right, and now we're ready to cut and weed our images. All right, let me get my scissors here. Let me bring you guys back to the camera now. Alright. I trim as close as I can because I like to save every bit of my vinyl. And remember, when you are removing, you can bend your mat away, and that protects your paper or your vinyl from curling up. Let me throw the scissors while I do this. Okay. This tree is gonna, I'm glad we decided. Matt and I decided like 5 seconds before the live that we were going to cut the tree in green. And I'm so glad we decided that. So now to weed, I'm just going to use my weeding tool and separate it from the extra vinyl. Okay, how cute that is. It has like an ombre effect. Adorable. Let me move some of these around. That's so cute. Okay. All right, now to weed the fa la 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 la. Have you guys gotten all of your Christmas crafts finished, or are you still crafting? I have not even started on, like, I don't know if you guys call it White Elephant or Dirty Christmas or Dirty Santa. We call it Dirty Santa here in the South. And my family plays that because our family is so big that we don't buy for each other. We just play one big round of Dirty Santa. And I usually craft something to take. And it is time to get started on that. And look how cute this turned out. Fa la 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 la. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my wood frame. And what I like about this, like I said, is it is so much easier to work with. So like if this was adhesive vinyl, you wouldn't be able to just place it on here and play around with it and manipulate it how you want it to look. You have one shot at getting it right. So that's the reason, the main reason why I prefer the heat transfer vinyl with this. So a lot of times pattern vinyl or sometimes pattern vinyl, like this is not sticky at all. Sometimes it is, if you're using everyday iron-on and it's just like the black or white staple, this will be sticky, but this is not, and it's very easy to slide around. So from Cricut, I bought the heat transfer tape, and it does fit in just like a regular tape holder. I think this came from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to place it exactly how I want it to look. And I like this design because it's a little whimsical. Do you think it's whimsical, Matt? Huh?
Yes, very whimsical.
Okay, so I'm going to use this just to keep it in place so it doesn't run around anywhere. Does that make sense? That'll be pretty good. Alright, so I know that on, because it looked on the heat guide, I need to have it on that first setting. Now this goes up to a middle and a third, and I know that the third is 400 degrees because you can use this with infusible inks, but I just need it on that first setting. And I had this preheating on the side. It says to use it in a circular motion. Make sure that's not bowed up. Thanks, Matt. And you can iron over the tape. That heat-resistant tape is so much, like, it's so easy to work with because you can iron directly over it. I don't use a Teflon sheet or parchment paper with this because it sticks pretty easily. That little beep told me that it's at the right temperature. Okay, just a continuous motion. And it is a warm peel. So we have the tree. Get that one little corner. And you don't have to put a ton of pressure on this. You just need it to get hot enough to melt that adhesive. Now we're going to put the words. And I just want to tape it so it doesn't move around. Thanks, Matt. You're a good helper. So the placement, like I said, the placement of the tape doesn't really matter that much because you can iron over it. Continuous motion, and you can tell it lays down pretty quickly. You just need to activate that heat. This is so cute. Alright, let's make sure that this is ironed on. That little spot needs a little bump. This is so much easier to work with than adhesive vinyl, like I said, because you can make those mistakes. You can move it around. You can continue to work with it. You're not going to get those bubbles. You're not going to get those weird pieces that poke up, the sharp edges. And then we have our finished sign. And it is so cute. What do you think, Matt?
Extra cute.
Can it hang in the house?
Yep.
All
We'll
right.
put it in Harlow's room.
All right, you guys. So thank you for joining me on this live on how to apply heat transfer to wood. I hope that you enjoyed it. Be sure to like the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. for another live.